Welcome to Cyberpunk 2030 A Better Tomorrow.
Yeah. It's all fine.
Alrighty, here we go. And still the music. Mics are up, and we're good to go.
It's
I
your
wish I had
mic
some
up.
Cheetos dust just so I could put it right here.
A what?
Cheetos? No.
Something about Cheetos?
Cheetos
Flam-
dust right here.
Flaming hot Cheetos.
Yeah, gotcha. I get it. He's riding the white pony, as they would say in The New Guy.
DJ Squall's amazing.
Yep, it's a great movie. All right, so we are back once again with Cyberpunk 2030. And somebody want to give us a quick recap as to what happened outside of "Ow, it hurts, it stings."
Should I, since it was my notes?
Sure.
By all means.
How many of these pages should I? I'm kidding. Okay, let's make it a little quick.
That was close.
So, prepared for the party. There were 50 or 60 people there. A couple of vendors. We had 5 Quins. We had an opening band called Mud Puddle. They were pretty good. Stolas played and did quite good for the first several. And then it kind of went downhill. But not too bad. Amori got up to speak and announced several groups to be friends of MC13, including Knight's Call and the Quins. Also in attendance were Molinar Clan and Shadow Mountain Clan. And then we noticed a few people who appeared to be the Russian mob. And
because of their tracksuits.
Yes. Through
Okay,
some
giveaway.
awkward maneuvering, they were introduced to Amori, who spoke to them about business. They gave him a proposition. They want to set up a shop in our neighborhood, bringing in supplies from Russia and outside Arizona, arms, etc., for $1,000 rent. Amori asked for 4 days to consider our options. Ghost wants to frenzy. And then after the party, we do the job that Sam brought us. So we took the vehicles up to Flagstaff. Encountered 2 black Chevron vans. There's some fighting going on.
Some capping.
Long story short, we got the girl. We had a couple of not casualties, but
Almost.
some
Not
close,
casualties.
Some close calls. Had some patching up to do.
Yep.
Which we came back to Phoenix for the drop and got patched up. And that's about it. We picked up some arms and some vehicles and were told to not sell the vehicles as is. We gotta disassemble till they're unrecognizable.
Yep.
Did I miss anything?
She mentioned we got new arms, but we also got heads too.
Heads.
Did not include that in my notes.
The heads of the mercs.
Did we bring them back? Did we bring back heads?
No, we did not bring them
Because
back.
we were talking about we talked about
I
decapitating.
was waiting
but then
expectantly for that one.
we talked about decapitating, but then ended up just
Blowing them up.
blowing
Yep.
up the
Trucks.
instead of
And I think
Yeah.
I was the only casualty because I took mortal wounds.
Well,
she got
Somebody
a
else was
zero.
hurt.
You'd be
Pretty bad.
if you were a
Lewis was hurt
casualty,
pretty
you'd be
bad.
dead.
Yeah.
who was?
Yeah.
Ghost was hurt pretty bad, and then she had surgery, and then she was hurt.
Yep.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh yeah, you were
Sam.
that's right.
Sam lost her
So
eye through poor dice rolls.
That was fun.
Now it's better. What?
It got better.
It got better.
But
Yeah.
she still did get footage.
Just not from her.
Yeah, just
own.
for not from her perspective.
Yeah, but we got the girl, and we got paid.
Yep. So you got your money.
Such as it was.
You've got some 2 vehicles to use for parts.
Sparts.
Yes,
Spare
Sparts.
parts.
Spare parts. Sparts.
Yeah, Octavia will be happy about that.
And you have some people on the mend.
Bless you.
So at
Thank
this
you.
point, so we're picking back up then. It has been, 4 days, I think that's what we said?
Yeah, 4
Days.
days.
So that means I get to go almost out of critical.
Sam's almost perfect.
Sam's always perfect.
The dice would disagree.
Ghost is still sitting at critical 2.
Sam has had surgery for that, so. Just saying.
Yeah.
And Stolas is unblemished.
If only his
No comment.
insides agreed with that. Outside, he's probably looking just fine. Inside, he's Wilford Brumley saying, "I got the diabetes."
Is there a cocaine version of diabetes?
There's a cocaine version of everything, son.
So that
Yeah,
being
human
said,
beings have seen fit to make sure of it.
so Octavia
Yeah.
at this point is still in bed.
Yep.
Shocking.
So then we'll start off then with visions.
What I do?
I don't know. What did you do? It is a bright sunny morning in Phoenix, Arizona.
He's probably practicing archery.
Okay,
Yep.
fair enough.
Keeping it simple.
So you've got some trash lined up at one end.
Yep.
Take out several paces out, down range.
Well, there's
someplace,
that big ass empty dirt lot behind us, so that's probably where he's doing it.
which actually has the refugees right now.
Oh, there's no room there. Okay.
No,
Well, depends.
He'll find someplace.
not unless you want to make them moving assistants.
Yeah, no target practice. No target practice with the refugees. Sorry.
We're gonna play catch.
Yeah. You're desperate. Here's 50 EB. Start running.
Oh my.
Serpentine, Bazoo! Serpentine!
Yeah, right. The rest of the time, he'd probably be seeing if he can fortify the barriers that are up on the roof. Probably walking perimeter, that sort of thing.
Okay. Wake up and guard.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Stolas.
Yes, sir.
For a change, you are actually starting off out in the combat zone.
How did I wake up here?
So you have a sombrero. You have a mechanical belt with a pouch stuffed full of tools that was conveniently turned to the front. And you have cowboy boots on. And that's it.
And nothing else?
No.
Oh, here he goes
Perfect.
again.
Perfect.
Well, I've woken up in stranger places. He'll send bench press a message. Hey, do you know where my pants and shirt's at?
Okay, so there's a moment. There's actually a couple moments where you see little dots, like kind of going, like maybe they're typing and then rethinking or whatnot, and then bench press says, "Oh yeah, they're here. You decided to go home with the Mexican tool guy. Get up."
Okay.
She sends a text back. You looked comfy. Is there a problem? And it's those real pointy cowboy boots, by the way.
He'll say, I don't know where I've woken up, but I'll find my way home.
Okay, so as you kind of roll off of what passes for a bed, you crashed in the makeshift medical area that Skulls maintains.
I really shouldn't steal a pair of pants from him to get home, but I don't want to get arrested either. He'll zip over like 15 eddies. His pants can't cost that much. And he'll swipe a pair of pants.
Okay. So you swipe. Actually, you swipe scrubs is what you swipe. You don't.
I was gonna say,
swipe
isn't
pants.
Skulls a fancy dresser?
He is, but his clothing is at his apartment.
Oh, right.
Are
Not
they
here.
bloody?
Not here in the med lab. So you've got scrubs, a sombrero, a tool belt, and cowboy boots.
I want to know if they're bloody scrubs.
No. I mean, they're not. It's just all that his level 1 character could afford for armor right
now. He'll make his way out and see what everybody's up to.
Okay. So, Octavia,
and this is
as you're waking up, they've got a remote and like a TV. It's not a big TV, but they've got like a TV set up in here since you're going to be recovering longer term. And you ended up seeing Stolas walk past you in that outfit originally. Didn't pay you any mind. Walked over and went into like a locker that they've got there with some backup scrubs for medical reasons, obviously, to keep on hand. And he just starts getting dressed in those.
I think Doc gave me too much.
And she would actually, for the first time, notice he has a lot of scars on his chest. They are even and symmetric. From about here, right where he wears his shirt, all the way down to about the halfway point of his body.
Stolas, please tell me I am seeing things. That I'm hallucinating.
I can't think of anything clever at the moment. I was going to say something horrible, but...
One of the three amigos?
You know, I never got to watch that movie before...
Oh, geez, sorry.
Everything happened.
Meh.
It's a fun movie.
I don't want to know.
I know it has Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, and Martin Short, I think, in it. I think. I was never a movie buff.
Steve Martin.
But apparently, I decided I was going to strip naked last night, throw on a tool belt.
I said I didn't want to know. I didn't. I did. I don't want to know.
I don't know what happened either.
No, you have. That's right. We just confirmed you gave me an updated character sheet. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I sent you mine with my corrected armor.
No. I meant for Stolas.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 1 second. Go ahead and keep playing. Just pulling something up.
Yeah, this ain't bad. You've seen me in much worse positions. At least I'm covered up.
You
doing
know,
all right?
your ass wasn't.
Well, it's a good-looking ass. It should be on display.
The streets of Phoenix in the combat zone.
I'm alive.
All right. Need some water or anything?
Yeah, actually, that would be nice.
He'll pop back into Doc's office, and he will grab one of the nice waters that he keeps for his emergency detox kit.
Okay. So, go ahead and you're going to want to remove an additional 8 from your humanity.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ouch.
So you had, what, 56? So that puts you at 48. So you go, and you're getting what again?
I'm getting the nice water for her that he keeps
bottled
as a
water. Sure,
backup.
no problem.
And he'll toss it
There
over
is some
to her.
bottled water on hand, because remember, the plumbing and whatnot in all this area, the basic utilities, there's none. You guys are going to have to work on that. So you guys have brought in bottled water for everybody. So as Octavia, as Stolas comes walking in with the and he has a one of the nice bottled waters too, so that's perfect. He doesn't seem to be noticing it, especially with the tool belt out of the way. But it looks like maybe he's wearing the tool belt under his garments.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut up.
Stolas?
Uh-huh.
Callie, you're priceless.
Creatively
Maybe you should have taken off the belt before you put the pants on.
So you look down. Yeah, you're not wearing the tool belt in that fashion that you wore it again. And as you look down, you're like, "That's new."
Here you go, the water.
8 humanity. Oh boy.
This character's gonna die if not from anything deadly. He's not gonna get shot. He's never gonna get a point of damage.
He's gonna do it to himself. But that must be why bench press is happy. So
I'll see you later. Take care.
yep.
I would say the
So
same to you.
You'll want to
but
write that down in your character sheet. I think you know what it is.
I would say the same to you, but I know you won't.
Alrighty.
Oh, okay. I realize what you're getting at. Yeah, I figured it out.
Yep.
After a moment.
After. Wow.
And so now, as you turn to walk away from Octavia and whatnot, now because you're becoming more self-conscious of everything that's going on, you realize why you're walking like John Wayne.
Oh.
God.
I wonder if I got optic eyes, if that would take certain visions away.
You need a mind scrubber for that.
Well, I need some bleach.
Taking
Yeah.
bleach to cybernetic eyes, just like all red and frazzled, sparking.
I swear.
Oh boy.
All right.
I'm gonna break in her hips,
So,
and he'll wander off.
okay. Sam, I take it you didn't stay in the combat zone. You probably went back to your apartment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got stuff to do.
That is correct.
So, would I have the list that I bargained for?
Great question. What was that list again?
Private.
What's that?
Private.
Can you IM it back to me? Because it was a while ago.
Wasn't that long.
If it's 2 weeks, it's a long time.
Okay, fair.
Especially given everything that's been going on in all the games.
Yeah, that's more than fair.
The secret is the real reason we have to keep notes is to help to keep him on track.
No, not
I gotta
really.
tell you.
But when it comes to the specific things you guys are all rabbit trailing off that you want, yeah, it helps a lot.
I was just poking fun.
Ah, yes, I remember now. Gotcha. That is still. You would get an update on that. That is still in the works.
Okay. My other item of business...
Primarily because she's still vetting some of that too.
Sure. That's fine. That's fair. That's not an immediate need. She was also looking into employment at the Hollow Point bar.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Well, it's not like there's a skill specifically for tending bar in Cyberpunk, per se. And given your attractiveness level, I can't imagine you would have a hard time getting a job there.
Okay.
'Cause 9/10 of it is eye candy anyways.
Sure. She's going to tell Hogs and Heifers that she needs to go on leave for a while. And so she doesn't have to spread herself too thin.
Okay, fair enough. Alrighty. Speaking of which, you have a text message, or not a text message, but an email waiting for you.
Okay.
When you get up first thing in the morning. It is from... Oh, I'm in the wrong section. No, I'm not. Here we are. I was in the wrong section. It is from Orville Allred.
Should I know that name?
Probably.
Okay. If it's who I think it is, I don't think I gave him personal information.
Right.
Okay. All right. What does it say?
Email just said it's pretty brief. It just says I've got a post-op. I have a few post-op questions for you when you're available. Please let me know.
Oh, that guy. Okay. That guy I did give my contact to.
And preferred discretion.
Okay, if he has asked for a meeting place, she would confirm that. Or
Okay.
like if he wants to do it in person versus
Oh yeah, it's in
over.
person.
Okay.
Now, are you going to do that in town, or are you going to take it out to the combat zone?
Wherever he is most comfortable.
So you're going to leave that up to him then?
Oops, vision dropped.
Glad it wasn't just me. This is the guy who we worked with, or the guy in charge of the operation, right? One of the police people.
Not so much in charge of the operation or whatnot, but tied to it. Yes,
And he's not local.
he is not.
Okay, so then he doesn't know the area super well. Security wise, would it be more private in the combat zone where we are, or in town?
Well, given the fact that outside of the only people that are there are the people that don't really have a choice, it's outside. It would probably be, just to cut to the chase, it'd probably be safer for you if you did that conversation in the combat zone where you guys kind of have your base of operations, as opposed to downtown where there's city cameras and God knows what all over the place.
Okay. I was gonna say if he's being watched, then they'll know that he has business with us, but they would know that either way if they're watching him. So
Right.
Okay, I'll just give him our location and have him meet me here.
Okay. Because right now you're at your apartment, so you're going to go to the combat zone then? Okay. To the garage.
Hey, Viz. I'm going to hand all the local security to you so you can watch all the hens flutter around, making all these arrangements with people that we don't know about. Oh. So I'm one step removed when it goes belly up.
We can't hear you, Mike.
Yep, you're mute.
Yeah, the audio here says that you have microphone 1, but I don't know if that's your headset or what.
Sometimes you just need to toggle it.
Yeah.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
All right. How's that?
Oh, perfect.
There we go.
Weird.
Perfect.
Yeah, it just decided not to hook up to my mic. Thanks, Am. He shrugs and goes, "All right, I'm on it." Sort of already doing it by default anyway.
Okay, so then Sam, you're taking care of that. We got Deviz, we got Octavia and Stolas. Amori, you and Ghost.
Yep.
Are you heading back to the combat zone, or?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to see if any of my items, like the meetings that I'd asked for, had gone through at all. I had the one with Nightcall that I was aiming for, and the one with the Molnars that I was aiming for.
Okay, where is that?
That was in that message I sent to you that you said thank you for, and that I should remind you when the game started.
So, yeah, we're like hip deep into the game at this point. So where exactly did you send that information at?
Okay, hang on. Okay. It should be here, and in Cyberpunk. Come on, pop up the chat. There we go. And go back up. Dun, 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 dun. Past all the pictures, past that.
So you put it in the Cyberpunk chat?
No, I didn't. You're right. It went to the personal one. Sorry, my bad.
Because I'm looking there and I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah.
I went all the way back to notes from the Vampire game.
Hang on.
You did have a small, brief paragraph in the Cyberpunk text chat on November 6th.
Discord?
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Yep. Yeah, there it is. 11/6.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's see. Yeah, that's why
I was aiming.
Yeah, that I said. Yeah, I said I'll keep this in mind to be run at next game, not remind me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because the problem is when you guys are sending me downtime like stuff, I'm tuning that out because I don't do downtimes for any of the games. That's going to keep me like.
That's why I said it was okay. You said it would be in a game, and
bookworm,
I couldn't jump in at the start, so that's fine.
Okay. Blah 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 blah. And so, what type of business arrangement are you trying to get with Knight's Call?
Night Call was going to see if they were interested in competing against the Russians.
Oh, I can tell you right now, no. That's not what they do.
Okay, I just figure I'd ask because I thought
that's why they're so well liked, is they tend to work with everybody.
Okay, so their black market, is it open or closed to us?
It's really open to anybody who doesn't F around and find out. Pretty much what it comes down to. But obviously you have to go through them and their checkpoints and whatnot. So not a lot of people go out that way because it's, by comparison from the town to where it's located, it's not centrally located. Like you have to, which is ideal for them because you have to really want to be out there to do that kind of business, and that's how they like it.
Okay. And as far as Milner was concerned, it was just a conversation basically having to do with, is there a problem if I buy equipment from the Russians that I need to be aware of? Okay,
now I'm looking at that right now. Molinar, the Molinar clan hasn't really had a whole lot of experience with the Russians. Their big dealings were with a corporation that moved in south of Phoenix, and they were running kind of labor and I don't want to say groundskeeping, but manual labor type work for that company, which is pretty common for nomads attempting to get stable work as opposed to doing the randomness that many nomads do. So they really haven't had a whole lot of experience with the Russians. Okay. Outside of, they know that they deal in the typical like black market items of drugs, weapons, cybernetics, stuff that's harder, I should say, to get in the United States.
And the last question I had for him is, I'm looking to stabilize the area that I'm in, and if they had any statics that needed a place to park for a while, I would not be adverse to homing them and letting that become something of a permanent station if it became desirable.
Oh, okay, cool. Mason is the leader of the clan, by the way. And yeah, Mason will take that under advisement. Definitely.
Okay.
That's good to know.
And that would be the context of it, other than, sorry, I couldn't bring my my mainline out and introduce her, but she wound up having some injuries from the last op and couldn't come with.
No problem. They will keep that in mind for next time.
All righty. Thank you very much. And off we go. That covers everything that I needed to do.
Cool. That works.
And then Ghost, from what I understand, is not really mobile at this point, being still at critical.
Critical 2. I mean, she could move, just not well. She has a high enough body rating; she can tough it out. But yeah, she's limping along.
Okay, so
well, you could also transfer from the apartment where you're at to the the combat zone, where Skulls has got that med lab thing set up.
That's true, yeah.
And it is a pretty good meth lab.
It's not a meth lab.
Yep. So we'll get that all in motion, and we'll get. I assume that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, if that's where we're gonna end up meeting the Russians, yeah. I mean, she'll be like, "Fuck it, let's go to bed." We'll stay to bed there for a little while. She's got to keep her eye on him. She do not like he.
Yeah, I'm never going to hear the end of this, am I?
Oh no, she's torn between not working with him all, shooting him on sight, or taking him for all they're worth.
Like I said, I'm not going to hear the end of this. Okay. Okay. So
she's too hurt to be that angry right now.
In the process of relocating her, the weapons will go first. In other words, I'm going to make trips.
Okay.
Because I have all the weapons that I took home cleaned up so they could be reused, et cetera, and handed out. And so we're going to move all the weapons first. Then we'll move Ghost and whatever needs to go with her. You know, bed, frame, or whatever. Not wholly worried about it. I don't know what he has left in the clinic at this point for room. So
he's still got. He still has plenty of room. If you're packing it down with gear, though, you guys are. It's going to impede the primary use of the med lab.
Yeah, no.
So
the gear is going to go.
You'll probably want to, if nothing else, get one of those steel metal containers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just drop it someplace, on site with a lock.
Yep. So yeah, we'll get that all in process, get it done, so everything's set up, and probably see if we can't scout around for a container that's close, and if not, we can always do. I assume they still rent them.
Yeah. Well, actually, they don't rent them; they just sell them.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
There's so many of them at this point. It's not difficult to come by. Like, again, I don't know if you played the Cyberpunk 2077 game, but they're all over the place.
Yeah. No, I played it. I know what you're talking about. But okay, so I'm going to make a note then that we make arrangements for one of the containers, Jerome.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, if you erase 100 eddies, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
They're not super expensive. They're very common to come by.
Okay, minus 100 EB. Okay, alrighty. That takes care of that issue, and we'll get it. And I'll let the people who are doing the artwork for the site figure out where that thing gets dropped.
Yes.
Okay, and then I think we'll be current.
Okay. So eventually you guys get there, but after all the trips, you get there. Roughly everybody else gets there at about 10 a.m.-ish. Stolas would probably show back up a little bit later on after he got some explanations as well as his actual clothing.
Mm-hmm. I assume he was high and they thought it was a good idea.
Yep.
Which means to say anything she says is a good idea.
Okay, and once I get there, I'll let Sam know, and V's. Actually, I'll let everyone know. Get on the channel. Said we have probably a minor arrangement with Molnar involving having some of their statics come and stay here when they're on the move. So someone shows up from Molnar. That's what it'll be about. Just make sure I'm aware of it so I can track it. And then I'll sit down and wait for Sam to tell us what's going on.
By this point, I'm going to assume that you guys. So here's what you have, because everything is still temporary arrangements until an actual HQ or whatever it is you guys, gang hideout or whatever it is you guys want to have built or delineate actually gets done. Somebody has taken one of those large wooden spools that usually has cable on it, and if people in the south find them alongside the road, it becomes a table.
Yep.
So you've got one of those as your table. on the inside of here, and you've got a couple of like chairs. None of them match. One is like a brand new like fold out camp chair. Two of them are different colored, kind of rickety elementary style chairs. They're good enough to sit in, but don't want to do it for long. So, hey, Margrave, how's it going? It's the other Mike from Street Fighter kicking back in the chat right now.
Nice.
So you've got a couple chairs. You've got your large wooden spool to act as a table off in one corner of the of this garage here, so you can call whatever meeting you need to have in order. You've obviously got a phone that you can pull up for video, specifically for Octavia, so she can be she can call in remotely from next door.
Actually, no, we wouldn't be desirable to actually never mind. Yeah. Oh, she's shot up enough that, okay. I was actually thinking about trying to locate her, but there's no one here to roll those lucky dice for Doc's medicine. So, yeah.
Right. So I guess he's waiting for Sam to take it away. So at this point, Sam, you want to kind of give them an update or let them know what's going on?
Did Orville say anything about not involving the others?
No.
Okay. So I'll just radio them and say, hey, I've got someone on the girls' side wants to have some follow-up questions about the operation. I told him to come by.
And
so I'm on my way.
And Maury would remind you that we're also expecting the Russians today.
We'll handle that in a separate part of the base.
Mm-hmm. At which point, I'm thinking, Jerome, Maury's just going to say, I want 2 more of those containers. We're going to get 3, and we'll take the 3, and one of them is going to become a meeting room.
Okay. So you've taken some time and you've gone to the Cyberpunk equivalent to Home Depot, and you've gotten some hanging lights that you might hook up underneath an engine or something, and so you have some lighting on the inside of your container. So the wooden spool is obviously not in here then, if that's the case. Your table, the only table you've got in here, is an old elementary school desk.
Nice.
With the lid that flips up.
For the gun.
Well, if you want to, I mean, yeah.
For the gun, yes.
But I mean, this is Cyberpunk. Those desks were supposed to be able to withstand nuclear holocaust, so there are still plenty of them available in the world of Cyberpunk.
There was that school right across the street. We'll probably get a couple more.
Yep.
Alrighty. Alrighty. While we're doing that, last call for objections to the Russians.
I have no beef.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Okay, just checking.
Money's money.
Not quite, but I've checked. Everyone else who's likely to object is in the area. Nightcall has no skin in this issue, and the Molnars have none, and those are my only real concerns at this point. Those are the people we got to live with, so as long as there's no objections there and the group has none.
Nope, I'm good.
Nope.
Okay.
Minor is personal, not business.
I know.
It's fine.
I know you're going to have to get a rifle for your birthday.
Yes.
There we go. That should solve the issue for the first year.
Oh, I hope so. Oh shit! Just like, are all my tattoos covered? Just like checking.
With the amount of bandages you got on, I'm not sure it's relevant.
Right. Hey! I was only shot in the leg and the
Wear
leg,
pants.
double times.
Wear
Okay,
pants.
so I have pants on. I'm just making them wrapped up. Just gotta make sure none of them are peeking out. That's all. Okay, good. Just give me a jacket. Oh, I have a jacket. Yeah, give me that jacket.
Stullis has clothes on now, right?
Yes.
He's wearing his normal.
No, that was a question she's asking the group.
Okay.
In character, she looks and goes, looks over. Yeah, it looks like he's wearing clothes.
Oh, look
Might
at
have
you.
to get the pants taken out though.
Wait, what?
Yeah, unfortunately, his pants are not fitting as well as they could be.
He took some
Ghost will just be
Viagra.
like, "What is that?" And she'll just point. What?
Apparently, I decided to get upgraded
Oh,
in the last 4 days.
Oh, so you did take her up on the offer that she was selling. Okay.
Were you sober when you agreed to this?
No,
Probably not.
Well, we can call him Two Gun Rocker Boy now.
You know what? I don't want to
No,
think about it.
let's don't. No, please, no.
Go to the tailor.
Come on, this is not the worst thing that's ever. This is not the worst thing I've done since we've started MC13.
This is true. We have pictures to prove that.
We
You
do.
know, I like to keep it professional with my friends. It's your body, your business.
Ooh, unless you start feeling like you can just kill people for no reason. That's
Nah.
bad.
Oh my!
I don't know how much that cyberware does. You know,
that's not the kind of ammo that thing shoots.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna like hold her arm a little bit, just like no, okay.
All uses so far has been intoxicated.
No, we're done. We're done. Okay, so who are we meeting? We're meeting Russians today, and
I gotta figure if I have to take it off and put it into the dishwasher to keep it clean.
Oh, shut up!
Actually, if you're lucky, they rigged it so it only shoots blanks.
Hacha. Oh.
in the dishwasher.
Oh my! I think we got you wrong finally.
You broke the DM.
I can't breathe.
I think I broke myself.
Oh my! Okay. Now this is really taking a right turn.
Russians, and who else are we meeting today?
Guy from Utah, sheriff or something.
Is this the one that did we do the job for him for rescuing the girl? No.
He was one of the people that was involved in getting it set up for us.
Okay.
Like, why are we talking to the law?
Yeah.
Wait, so he's coming here from Utah?
He's already here.
Oh.
He's already here. He just had follow-up questions.
Okay.
So, get out the white little grease board so we can draw all the diagrams. Show the vehicles and the road.
Sure, he doesn't want details.
We'll see.
Anyhow, now that we're all settled down, Roy's going to hand out water to everyone, so they're all their whistles are wet when they go to talk. And he'll walk all the way over to the medical thing and make sure that Octavia's got everything she needs.
I'm good.
Okay.
Can we Can we like wheel her into the other room to join us?
No,
No.
it's not. It's not a room. It's the actual building. She's,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh,
And she's all wired up.
Yeah, Amori already had the thought
I
and then
mean,
realized.
we could have our conversation over there
Not enough room.
if everyone else is mobile.
No,
Would there be room?
I don't know. You'd be.
I mean, I'm
horribly-
there remotely. I mean, so
Yeah, I mean, she's there
not-
remotely. You guys don't actually have to be there physically to
Okay.
accost her.
Accost her.
Yeah, no, Stolas has done that enough today.
I gave you water.
And a vision I will never be able to get rid of.
My ass is a vision.
Vision to hear that.
Oh, how he wishes he could change his name.
Right about now, yeah.
Oh, bye. Skipping right along.
And Sam, right about that point, your phone starts going off.
Is it Orville?
Yeah.
Okay, I will answer it.
Okay, so it pulls up, and he says, Miss Sam, I'm currently at the location. Looks like this is somewhere on Thomas Street at an intersection. You want to fill me in on where you're at?
Vanover's garage.
All right, yeah, I see it. I'll be right there. So within a few moments, you can hear a car pulling up outside.
She'll go to the entrance to
Okay.
wait for him.
Sure. It's a pretty nondescript sedan. Some might say it's a purple neon. Just kidding.
No purple neons today.
For those who are in the joke. Deep cut from LARP days. But no, it's a pretty nondescript sedan. It doesn't stand out in the sense that it doesn't look super clean. You know, it could technically kind of belong to really anybody. Although it's not all beat up in the sense that it looks like it's probably nomadic. You know, it doesn't have any gang colors or anything attached to it. And the man in the vehicle, it's silver in color, steps out. He ends up shouldering what appears to be a repeating rifle. So kind of old school looking, and throws it into the into a back holster. Comes walking up. He does have a good way to put this, kind of the modern cowboy kind of look, in the sense of he's in slacks. He could almost pass for a corpo, but not quite. Corpos are high fashion Hollywood types for the most part that have like a lot of extra of whatever, and the latest Apple watches and crap like that.
Designer stuff.
Yeah. He's got a nice blazer with a vest, white button-up shirt, goes up the top. No actual collar though. It's kind of a Mandarin collar. And then he has matching slacks, and he has black boots on underneath that.
How old is he?
Probably in his 30s.
Remind me of what he looks like.
I
I don't remember if you described him before.
I don't believe I did. But just in case, for brevity's sake, give me 1 second. Take a look real quick.
All I'm imagining is Timothy Oliphant from Justified.
I was justified. Such a good show.
It is.
Okay, no, I did not describe him. But for I would normally use him in that sense because I like his look. However, I used him in the vampire game. There we go. There is well, in the meantime, I'll find the picture here in a second while I'm doing.
I mean, I guess it's not that important.
No, but I mean, he's
okay. So he's
Caucasian.
30s.
He's got a little bit of stubble. You know, he'd probably been out and about for a bit. You know, keeping busy with everything that's been going on. Let's see. There he is. Okay. So if anybody has seen Man in the High Castle, the guy who was the marshal, Bern Gorman, is the actor's name. Looks like that. So real short, clean cut hair. Always kind of mean looking, even when he's not really wanting to be. So he, like I said, so I mean, he approaches. He's got his, you know, his gun holstered in his back. It's got a like a strap that goes across, but otherwise, it's pretty clean cut. You know, with the exception of the facial stubble, and he approaches and he says, "You be Sam?"
That's right. She'll shake his hand.
Okay, so I mean, he shakes your hand in return. He says, "Orville Allred, Deseret Marshal Service. Thank you kindly for meeting with me."
Come on in.
So
she'll lead him inside.
Follows you on the inside.
This is some of the rest of the crew.
Maury would look at Sam and go, "Do you want the jammer on or off, Sam?"
Probably off is or on. On is better.
Okay. Takes out the laptop, plugs in the jammer into the laptop, keys it on, goes, stay within about 25 feet. Should be good.
So what questions did you have, sir?
Just some wrap-up questions. So I'm curious, as I have not been to the location as of yet. Did any of y'all use the EMP grenades as per requested?
We were not able to procure an EMP grenade, so best we could do was regular grenade.
All right. And what of their getaway? What of the getaway vehicles? What has happened to them?
We came out with one of the chevelons from the mercenaries. And you make me want to do an accent here.
In the van.
In the van.
And we had one of the Hummers and the van, right?
At the scene, we left one of our vehicles and a chevelon, which were incinerated. And then we took one of the chevelons with us west and dumped it.
Yes, that is
towards
correct.
The border, and then we all piled into the two remaining vehicles and came back down this way.
Yep.
And about how long would you say it took you to complete this task and get to your location?
From the time that we left, or from the time that we?
No, from the time you made contact to get back.
We doglegged, so we probably added about an hour when we doglegged and went north. Couldn't have been more than 3 hours, I would think.
Okay, he's just kind of making some mental notes, after all this, and he says,
We also give an accurate timetable with her navigation.
Sure.
Before she dropped. From the time they made contact, the fight to when they dropped the vehicle off towards California.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, so I mean, about 3 hours is a good estimate because it takes about 2 hours just to drive the distance. And he says, so when you came back here, did you check to see if anybody was following you or looking at you, maybe askew here in town?
We did have lookouts posted, but if you're asking if someone saw anything, we'd have to say no. Nothing registered as far as we were concerned, and we were told the drop site where we paused for medical and to swap out vehicles was supposed to be clean.
Well, no, I'm aware of that. I'm again just looking for the particulars and double checking to see just what precautions your group took.
We took the standard precautions for a group that's just ambushed 2 other groups and is trying to get back without getting detected.
All right. That's all I can think of questions that I got for right now.
Is the girl okay?
Just making sure that all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted. In the meantime, we will be taking this little girl off your hands after she has been given a full bill of health. To my understanding, that has actually happened. And he reaches into his suit coat pocket, sets down a card on the table, and he says, "You ever find yourselves north of here? Just give a holler."
All right. Good luck with the rest of the operation.
Kind of does like one of these numbers, and then he starts walking out.
Maury's going to walk to the door and make sure he gets in the vehicle without getting shot.
Oh yeah. given the imposing look that he has, nobody here really wants to mess with him.
I wasn't worried about us messing with him, but in the cyberpunk world, dropping someone else's contact in your backyard.
But I mean, like the people you have in your neighborhood are, he gives the air of he could be law enforcement from here in town, and that's just bad mojo.
Yep.
What did you say his group is called? Some Deseret?
Yeah, it's the Deseret Marshal Service.
Okay.
And that's actually what it says on the card. Card just says Orville Allred, Deseret Marshal Service.
Sam will file the contact away.
Okay.
And dispose of the card. Unless anyone else wants it.
No, you've got it. I kind of agree with that caution. Be interesting to see if you dispose of it if there's a chip inside.
Is it just paper or is it? Okay.
Just cardstock.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Burns up.
I'm content with that.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, almost too easy. All right. What else did you have? Russians?
The Russians are going to be showing up.
How do you want to handle that?
Well,
do you want to just keep it to you as contact?
The way it's going to probably work is it'll be me and probably Doc, because you don't need the exposure and Ghost sure doesn't need the exposure, And I doubt Octavia wants to play with the Russian mob horribly much.
No.
Viz and Stolas, I am relatively sure can take care of themselves. So in the way of, limiting interaction, they should only have to go to 2 people. And after that, they need to wait until someone's available.
Sounds good to me.
I'm just wondering how close they want to set up shop to us.
Well, I talked to Viz earlier about a location on the map. And if you were to actually go and look in the chat earlier, I popped up a map with an outline of what we were going to claim initially.
That's the Facebook chat, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
No problem. And on that, where 35th Street butts up against near where Arizona Auto Repair is, there's a small short block of 3 houses just outside our perimeter. And that was the area I was going to talk to them about inhabiting, because actually that little expansion of the area there, Windsor Avenue, back over to Roanoke, would probably be the next area because we need housing.
Okay.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't take more of the housing.
I'm going to be dealing with militia level patrols for a while to come. I do not need to, no. They need to be within immediate range. Sending someone 2 blocks out, by the time we got to them after a firefight started, they'd all be hammered. Because we're only going to give them like basic armor and shotguns and pistols.
Yeah.
So. And it's within range of our heavy, so he's going to move like 100 feet in any one direction, be able to cover almost the entire area we have. That's the other consideration. And it embraces most of the businesses.
So, Sam, you end up getting another call.
Who is it?
It's Syntax.
Oh.
I will take this privately, so I'll go out of the garage.
Okay.
Hey, Syntax.
She says,
¿Qué
"Oh,
pasó?
you didn't answer right away, so that must mean you're trying to find someplace private, aren't you?"
You know the business.
So you're never gonna guess what I just found out.
Do tell.
Well, remember how I told you that little girl was probably important for some reason, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense, just that there was apparently quite a bit on the line?
Yeah.
I got a taste of what's on there, and I'm curious if you might want in, provided there's stricter adherence to the guidelines that get set down, which this is still a fluid situation, but yeah, I think you get where I'm coming from.
I understand that instructions are not negotiable.
Especially not in this sense.
At this point, I'm interested in hearing what is going on, but I will need to run it by the team before I commit us to anything else.
Well, that's okay. I don't have the full details yet. I'm still sussing out the rest there.
Okay.
But I think this will definitely wet your team's whistle if they adhere to the rules when they're given. But I know I'm beating a dead horse, and you hear a neigh in the background. She says, "Oh, did I hit that soundboard? Oops." She says, "So, our little girl is Hannah Clayton. And you're never going to guess who Hannah's father was."
It doesn't ring a bell.
No, it probably shouldn't, because it was kept pretty low key. I had to do some digging to find this one out. Her father was the CEO of Adrek Robotics.
And the shoe drops.
Do I know anything about that company?
You can roll a general knowledge check for that. So intelligence and general knowledge.
I rolled a 1.
Well, it's a good thing you do not have a brain unit in your mind right now to fumble with that.
Oh my.
So you know what? Go ahead and roll one more d10. See what you get to back that up with.
Somebody had to roll the first one tonight. 5.
Okay. So you're thinking about it at this point, and you know you're getting a headache.
I know I should know that name, but can you refresh my memory?
She says, "Yeah, no, I figured it probably wasn't in your wheelhouse, given where you were. So you're familiar with the Fourth Corporate War, correct?"
I'm from Panama.
Right, okay. So the two big companies that decided to go at it are Arasaka and Militech. Do you know who was quickly becoming one of Arasaka's prime competitors?
Adrek Robotics?
Correct. And in fact, they were getting, according to the news releases, they were getting so serious about the robotics that Adrek Robotics was pumping out that they started making, marketing their own devices specifically in competition to Adrek Robotics. Now, when the war broke out, there's this nasty little rumor that I am reasonably certain is accurate, but there's this nasty little rumor that Arasaka managed to find where the CEO and the board were, and they hit them with Soul Killer. Now she says, if you don't know what Soul Killer is, it's apparently this nasty program that wipes you out from afar. The body's still
no
there,
bueno.
but your mind is just fried.
Ooh. That's harsh.
She says, yeah, you could say it. You could say that. But here's the catch. Because Arasaka and Militech went at it so hard, through the intervening years of the corporate war, Arasaka, that was kind of like their Hail Mary. So Adrek Robotics went under, but their stuff is still out there.
So what does Hannah have to do with this?
If my guess is correct, Hannah apparently has information on something really important to Adrek Robotics. Something maybe her father hid with her.
Huh. That's very interesting. So where do we come in?
Well, funny you should ask. When I can get more details, I figure we need to clip it.
Could be some good bargaining in there.
She says, if this is anything close to what I think it is, we're talking millions in eddies potentially. This could be a big score.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Okay, so what else do we need to know for now?
That's it for now.
Okay. Well,
But this thing could be a lot bigger than what I thought it was, especially with the supply lines the way they are. I mean, if this even happens to be a cache of office supplies, that could be turned around and turned into something pretty substantial.
Yeah, but our med tech could benefit from getting hands on that too.
So, you're in if I get more details?
Yeah, I will let the team know, and if they are opposed, then I'll let you know. But I think you can assume that we're interested.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll keep you in mind. Ciao, doll.
Thanks, Syntax.
And Davy Jones has entered the chat.
Davey.
Okay, so Sam will hang up and she'll go back inside the building with a very intrigued look on her face.
And Amori will do what he always does when Sam comes in. He walks over to the computer, deactivates the jammer.
Good policy. So that was Syntax with some preliminary report on our target. Turns out she is the daughter of the CEO of Adrec Robotics.
Maury's just kind of gonna look at her and go, all types of possibilities exist therein. Why don't we take everything over to the container so I don't have my paranoia complex bothered by little things like long distance lip readers and things like that. Just because, it's the Russians. Did he fix everything up?
So
and he
we're
fixed
gonna have
everything
to.
up?
We're
They're
gonna
the
have
ones
to.
with the spider bots, right?
Spider bots?
I know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay. Is that a game thing?
It's a game thing. It
Okay.
is.
They're pretty cool.
And just walk over and sit down and get comfortable. And he said, now that I don't have to worry about lip readers, among other things, and the jammer's on.
You should all just learn Spanish.
Sam, I have enough problem keeping track of all the things I want to learn for me. A second language is down there somewhere past. I now know everything and how to fix it.
Okay. So Sam will explain the conversation that she just had and express that she is held off committing them to anything without talking to the team first.
Well, it looks like I need to change or add to my order with the Russians. If we're going to go play on that field, EMP grenades become pretty much of a necessity.
And Viz might have a couple of things to add.
Yeah. So when the Russians come calling, we'll probably be buying a little bit. In that regards, he would tap into Octavia and go like, do you have any special needs when it comes to being target resistant, for lack of better wording?
No.
You good with helmets and armor and?
Yo, yeah, I'm good. I'll just make sure I didn't wear. I only had my Kevlar jacket, and I should have worn my T-shirt underneath it. So
Okay.
Won't make that mistake again.
Same thing happened to Ghost the first time, so don't feel bad. And you check in with Stoles. Go, Stoles, you good?
I'm good. I'm armored up pretty decent.
Okay. And
If you want to be extra cautious, you can get me a helmet.
yeah, I think we can invest in a helmet.
Dude, this
Yeah.
just raises an eyebrow.
I'm not going to say it.
You don't
But
have
from
a
the neck
helmet?
below, and especially in the groin, I think I'm covered on armor.
Yeah, he doesn't need a jock strap.
You know those things aren't armored, right?
I don't know. I woke up with it, man.
Speak for yourself, Viz. Mine's armored.
Sam's just gonna put her fingers in her ears.
And it scratches too.
Oh, jeez.
I need more drugs.
Me too.
Helmet for Stoles. All right.
So anyway, that's what I got so far. She said she'll let me know when she finds out more.
Yeah.
You know what? I still wouldn't mind having is some explosive arrows.
Well, it's not an
grenade.
explosive arrow. It's a pistol grenade that you can fit onto your arrows. So they can be used for a variety of things, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it would be kind of nice.
All right.
I'm better at aiming with my crossbow than I am throwing with my arm.
Okay.
Yep. And that's basically one of the things that Viz was going to add to the list.
Pistol grenades. Okay.
Yep.
Ghost.
And Viz, you can
Yes.
show me how they work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We're talking about another hard job involving Hannah. And
Okay.
we're making sure everyone has what they need. So Stoles is getting a helmet. Octavia's we're going to try and get some pistol grenades. EMP is going to have to go on the list as well.
I'll need
Any
more
thoughts?
rounds for my sniper rifle. I have the helmet that you gave me, but if we want to get another one.
Well, yes, if you're wearing mine, that means I don't have mine. Well, I have my bicycle helmet, which is nowhere near as good as what I gave you. So,
I mean, I've seen
practice.
some people take some rough falls off of bicycles.
Not bullets, though. Bullets.
that helmet's good enough to take a pistol round and keep on going in most cases. Okay. I need a replacement helmet. Okay. And what's the caliber of your weapon, Kelly? Sorry, Ghost.
1 moment.
Jerome, would Viz be able to buy target arrows just someplace locally?
Yeah.
Easy enough?
Oh, yeah.
12.7 BMG.
Sorry, say it again.
12.7 BMG.
Okay.
And do we have ammo for the weapons that we got from the last job?
The fun fells?
They only have the cartridge.
Yep, only the cartridge.
Cartridge. Yeah. They only have the.
What was in
Maps
them?
that were in them.
Yeah. So, and we need 30 millimeter cannon. And the rifles were, where's my sheet?
Sorry, I'm dealing with toddler aggro.
Yeah, the rifles were, come on, pop it up. There we are. FNFL captured. Okay.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind having some more ammo for my rifle. It takes a .357 mag.
Hang on a second. Say it again.
.357 mag.
No. Okay, 357 mag. Pistol?
Yeah.
It's a pistol ammo?
No, this is a carbine rifle.
Okay.
Yeah, 357 is pistol ammo. That rifle
Yeah,
just
but-
happens to take it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Alrighty.
I've got my Model 2000 that I still use in the Fenroll.
Yeah.
Mike in the chat says, I want a pony and ammo for it.
Well, Mike in the chat needs to join the group, and I'll buy him a pony that spits ammo.
Fun.
I think that's called Butt Stallion.
Oh my.
Who doesn't want a diamond pony that literally vomits up your iridium? I'm just saying.
Right?
I don't.
Yeah, so 12 millimeter for me, and I've got the Fenroll, so shared ammo pool for that.
Same.
12 ammo. Isn't that 5.56 in the FAL? Is that what I'm recalling?
Should be.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Mine says 7.62.
Oh, guess not.
7.62?
It's a
Holy
larger
crap.
round.
7.62.
Okay. That's the standard. That used to be the standard Russian. Right?
Yep. Warsaw Pact.
Yep. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got everyone's request. My own helmet, I'll get myself. I'll source it. We'll see. All right, so I've got helmets, pistol grenades, cannon ammo, 4 specialty ammunitions for rifles, etc., and the other stuff. Okay. Last call.
I can't think of anything else right now.
I just need to practice.
So
with stoles?
So you're going to need ammo then. So you can practice.
What are you using, Sam?
I have the Fenroll.
Okay. So I'm going to need a case of that probably.
How are we on just regular grenades?
Grenades?
Oh, and Davy Jones wants some subdermal armor.
Okay, you can have it,
since you're taking
Davey.
requests.
You like skin weave?
Yeah, well, Doc will get on it.
Yeah, just sit him up with Doc.
He wants the subdermal. That's the heavy stuff.
Yep.
Oh, that stuff.
Yeah.
That's the stuff where they stick you with the needle and the needle bounces.
Yeah, because
Pretty much.
I don't know how many grenades we have left.
We have my one left, and we have. No, you used yours, didn't you, Vis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used a couple grenades to incinerate those vehicles.
Yep.
And are we out of smoke grenades?
It's the only thing we got left.
It's okay. So we
So-
might see if we can't get some more grenades.
That was something I was going to mention. So, I mean, we could just go for the HEP grenades, but there's something to be said for incendiary and also concussion.
If I order some of that,
You know we're probably have to buy those from the Russians, right?
the Russians will immediately tell our neighbors.
They shouldn't be telling anybody about the deals they're making.
Don't they know we're edge runners?
They do.
Yeah, they do.
And there's a large market in selling edge runner intelligence to the competition.
Mike is asking about holy hand grenades. Are any of those available?
And the counting on that is a little complex.
Yes.
Yeah, right? I know.
Thou shalt count to 3. 5 is way off.
Actually,
That is right out.
I don't think we have a pastor or priest among us. So,
Nope.
and we certainly don't have a holy font in the church available yet. He's going to have to wait till we get a church.
Right. It's really just it's a more of a suggestion than a we must have, obviously, but you set someone on fire and they tend to do a lot of this instead of a lot of this, so I don't know.
Maybe that's something we can get from Nightcall.
We definitely been practicing the grenade throwing.
Yes. So we'll see what they've got to offer.
Yeah.
And whatever the shortage is, we're going to have to go pay a call to night call and see if we can't obtain it that way.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Not what I was expecting to put down on a piece of paper when I talked to the Russians, but Sam is always so entertaining. Omori.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
I mean,
Omori, we have to board a submarine that's going to be in the port of Vladivostok on the 3rd, and we need air transportation.
And we're going to drop from the air in fuzzy bunny suits.
Yep. We're going to do the glider thing in.
You know what? I didn't make the rules. That's what the client asked for.
I'm going to remind you of that when we're dropping from the airplane in funny bunny suits. All righty. All joking aside.
I mean, I if we can get it, maybe some red iron oxide, some aluminum. Trust me, it'll be worth the effort.
All right, run this by me again, Stoll, so I know what the heck I'm talking about. Red iron
oxide, and aluminum.
And why would I be interested in this?
In case we have to melt an engine block or toss it on some borged out idiot.
Our character doesn't have enough chemistry for this. I know what it is.
I mean, y'all all know what thermite is, right?
Yep. That's
the stuff that eats through your
Yes.
house, right?
It burns underwater, which is cool. Oh, I didn't say that out loud, did I?
Oh, not the bugs?
Oh, no, it's not the bugs. It's
You're
cool.
thinking termites.
Yeah.
No, those are termites.
So, out of character question, real quick, while you guys are debating that, what are the caliber rounds that you're wanting? I've got the 357, 12.7 millimeter, correct?
Yep.
And I've got the 7.62. Was there anything else?
12.7
sniper round,
millimeter?
12 sniper round, 12 BMG, and the 30 millimeter cannon.
Oh, so you're getting more ammo for the 30 millimeter cannon. Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
I assume we had to refresh.
We probably have very little left of that.
Okie dokie.
I thought it was just 12 millimeter for the Colt 2000.
No, it's 30 for the cannon, and 12 is for my sniper rifle.
Yep.
It's 12.7. Is that correct, or?
Yeah, 12.7 BMG. Yep.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh, and I just need 12 and 12 millimeter for Stolas.
12
Yeah, that's where I was
millimeter
getting
handgun rounds?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, it's why when you said 12.7, I'm like...
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I was asking, like, the rounds that everybody wanted. 12.7 is way different than 12 millimeter.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, a little bit of thermite could probably go a long way with some of these situations. I mean, it's not an EMP or anything, but...
It would have melted the heads.
I don't think the heads actually wound up being the issue. I think the injury wound up being the data systems. A lot of data systems are not kept inside the skull. They're in secondary locations and pockets on the body. Hips a good place. Underneath the armpits another. If you're really being sneaky, butt cheek or on the bottom of your foot.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Buttocks.
Hiding...
I got that part.
hiding data on your person.
My buttocks. My buttocks. What's your butt say, son?
I mean, and that's assuming they're not being redundant with these things. And you have 2 or 3.
Any case, alrighty. I think we'll pass on the red iron oxide and aluminum for now. I'm pretty sure I don't want anyone mixing that anywhere near where we're going to be.
All right. Well,
Put it on the list, see how much it costs, and if I have to go out of pocket for it, I'll go out of pocket for it.
you hear
Yeah,
more vehicles pulling up at this point.
Okay.
Yay! The gang's all here.
Sam is going to make herself scarce.
Okay.
and he'll continue the conversation. You know that stuff is extremely stable, right?
And Octavia's going to hang up.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe Sam will go visit her in the.
So Sam and
infirmary.
Ghost go into the.
Yeah, Ghost is hobbling out.
Okay.
And trying to be inconspicuous.
So as you guys roll up at this point, you can see that there is a large Borg out individual who steps out and starts looking around. 4 other people step out of the vehicle who are they're not your tracksuit wearing looking individuals. These guys are all of them look like they were probably military of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Loki, it's not like, they're all wearing, tack gear and whatnot, but based on their look, their haircuts, and what gear that they do have on, if anything, they're like private security. With the gear that they have on, specifically to blend into the cityscape. So it's got 2 different tones of grays and kind of that digital kind of camo look to it. And then, of course, stepping out from that is Vasi. Big old Brian Thompson looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
From Kindred the Embraced, the Ruha region. So he steps out, adjusts his tie, sort of thing. He's looking like he's here for business.
Mm-hmm. Go over and greet him.
And he says, Amore. Good to
Pleasure
see you
to
again.
Mm-hmm.
I trust we can do business today.
Yes, we should be able to do business today.
So
In point of fact, I may even have some. I know I have some special requirements. It'll be interesting if you can meet them.
Okay, and he says, "Lead away, then." Motions, back inside the garage,
and take him there and go. Yeah, we'll stay there for now. No need to worry about the containers. And I take out my list and I go. I was thinking initially along some lines for militia, shotguns, pistols, a couple SMGs, some smoke grenades, light armor, flak jackets, Kevlar jeans, stops like that. But we had a job come up that requires a little bit more than that. And that's when he would go into the sniper rounds and the cannon and the 357 and the 12 millimeter and the case of 762 and 4 to 5 frag grenades.
Don't forget the EMPs.
Oh, and the EMPs. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did forget. Thank you for reminding me. Didn't even write it down. It's bad, Steve.
1 second. So as you're kind of rattling that off, he's like, "Oh, I thought we were concluded on some different business, but you're here rattling off a laundry list of needs. It's interesting. Not something I am accustomed to, but not something I cannot accommodate."
Well, I was hopeful. I mean, you wanted to do business, and I haven't taken it anywhere else yet, so.
Oops. Here we go. Why is it not showing? Jerk faces. There we go. Okay. So he says, so first, before we begin your laundry list of apparent militia needs, he says, so I've come to inquire about setting up the shop here in your little domain. I had originally proposed bringing in a business. We figure a pawn shop retail store. So this is agreeable then.
We had several discussions, and I bucked it upstream to one of my principals to make sure I wasn't going to accidentally cross a line that didn't need to be crossed. And there are no objections to this particular business arrangement, and so we are happy to proceed at this point.
Oh, excellent, excellent. It's good news then. So we will then, once the business is up and running, we will begin paying you 1,000 euros a month.
Correct.
For this space. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be interested in perhaps a second business?
Depends on the nature of the business at this point.
But
go ahead.
We have some dealings with SoftSys. You are aware of what SoftSys does?
Not something I'm familiar with at this point.
He says they are a small end company. They have franchisees. The tag that you Americans have come up with your McDonald's and Subways and whatnot. He says, but they are very good at repairing old tech, refurbishing for resale.
This is so it's a tech firm you're talking about.
It's a tech franchise, not firm.
Yeah. Okay. Tech franchise.
I mean, I would never get in the doors of a corporation. You follow my meaning.
Yes. Actually, that would work out kind of well. At this point, Amori would kind of take out his map and lay it down and go like, so we were talking about just allocating you the block between Windsor and Roanoke that runs parallel to 34th Drive, which is 3 houses, basically.
So he looks at it and says, okay, it's good enough. We can make do.
And he says, if that doesn't seem to work out for whatever reason, we'll just make whatever accommodations need to be made and relocate according to whatever you think is necessary.
No, I think this is good. We will make it work. So same deal then. We pay 2,000 eddies for both spaces.
Same deal. I don't see any reason to make anything different about it.
Good. So tell me, give me your laundry list again. What is it you're looking for?
Yeah, let me close that screen and pop this one back up. So, when we come to arming the locals, we're talking about 10 shotguns, 10 pistols, 4 SMGs, and 5 smoke grenades, as far as weapons and so. When it comes to armor, we're talking 10 helmets, 10 flak jackets, 10 sets of combat boots, and 10 sets of Kevlar jeans. That's what we were thinking about as far as initially starting with the mission. It's simple. It's what I know they're capable of handling. We have a couple, maybe 1 or 2 that are exceptional that we'll do in-house because I want to specialize them in their capabilities. But that's for the...
So he's working the math out in his head. He says, so as you know, supply chain is currently down. It's
a bitch.
It's obviously not so good. So just thinking off the top of my head, normally currently on the market, I could get you the Sternmeyer stakeout. Steady shotgun, heavy is good. But just the one would actually cost you about 1,300.
One is 1,300.
Ouch.
Then do 5 on the shotguns, since that's what you've got. I still need to have some coverage with that.
Well, let's not be hasty here. Maybe we can work something off of top. Once we get everything else factored in. So run it by me again. You're looking for 10 shotgun?
10 pistols.
Okay, so 1 second. And then 10 pistols. All right, so he says, you looking light, medium, heavy, very heavy?
Nothing more than medium.
So let's go. I've got some Federated Arms X9 millimeter. Would that you like that?
That millimeter's good enough ammo. It's common enough. I can get it pretty much anywhere I need to take it.
It is good for refurbishing. Okay, so we'll throw that in there as well. You said 10 of those. Okay, so I'm having to do, since I wasn't aware of what it was you're needing. I'm having to do some totaling here. Real quick.
That's
So,
okay. We can add limit as much as you want, Jerome. It's fine.
Yeah.
He said the federated arms,
Yeah.
X and 9mm. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, and that's going for 900 apiece. Okay, next one.
4 small SMGs.
4 small SMGs. So same thing. Are you trying to get something in light, medium, or heavy?
These I'm going to want in light because novices are going to use them.
Fair enough. So he can get you 10 of the Uzi mini auto.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody has seen sci-fi movies and they see the little compact gun that sprays a bunch of bullets, that's usually the one that we're looking at.
Uzi 9mm.
Exactly. Yeah. Phase plasma rifle with scope. Hey, it's only what's
Hey,
on
pal, just what you see.
just what you see.
I want the little gun from Men in Black.
The noisy cricket.
Okay, so submachine
Tiny gun,
guns.
10d10 damage.
And you said 4 of those, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 4 of those. All right. Okay, next.
5 smoke grenades.
Oh, 5 smoke grenades. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And, oops, wrong direction. There we are. So. Okay, so that's going to be Indy a piece. All right. Oh, and Davy Jones. Ooh, good save. Davy Jones is all, don't forget the imps.
Yes, the AMPs.
Yep.
How many of those you
Imps
need?
are always awesome, by the way. I know I might be a little biased.
Going by the last job, which did not specify the amount of EMPs, by the way, is a side dig to the person who's not present.
Mm.
I'm going to say I'd like to lay my hands on 4 EMP grenades.
Okay, 4. All right.
And what's the ones that Vision I want?
We haven't got that far yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to just say we'll abstract the armor and you can fill it in, later on rather than have you wade through all the data on that, trying to put the armor together, Jerome.
Sure.
If that's okay. And go to what's important, which is they're talking about the availability of something. I'll go like, you heard of a pistol grenade?
I'm Russian. Of course I've heard of pistol grenade. We put those on our AKs.
Oh.
Visions just smiles. I like this guy.
And a more
He's like,
turned to
on
Vision.
cold day, we fire them at Afghani freedom fighters. Of course I know what these are.
Jeez.
Vision, how many of these things do you need?
Well, Octavia and I are probably both going to be using them. If we could get somewhere between 4 and 6, so we can each have a couple on us.
Trying to go Rambo.
2 each. 3 each would be, gravy. 2 each would be nice.
Okay.
Okay, so 6 pistol grenades.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. And then for armor, I'm just going to make it a flat rate because armor's not super expensive and it's actually a little bit more common.
Yeah.
And how many sets? You said 10?
Yep.
Okay. And are you wanting light armor or heavy armor or medium?
Light armor.
Light armor. Okay.
Once as they get proficient, I'll change that. But
gotcha. Okay, so we'll say 50. Okay, fair enough. So we'll say that is. Ooh, hey! Thank you for the raid, Diamond Dust 320, Radiance with a party of 20.
Sweet.
Thank you very much.
Awesome, guys.
Don't fear the Reaper. So, yes, thank you very much. We're actually doing shopping right now in Cyberpunk, which is always fun. So, it's 10 suits of armor. Based on what you're asking, we'll say it is a full...
I'm about to get sticker shock.
Which 900 a piece. All right, now it's
Yeah,
time for the total. This is where it's going to get fun to find out just how much you guys are spending. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bill it all to Sam.
Okay, so we need. So how many rounds are you needing? Just like a box of 100?
Which category are you talking about, Jerome?
Your ammunition. Pretty much everything is calculated by a box of 100.
Oh.
So did you
Then
need
just
more
go with
than
that.
100 or?
No, go
Okay.
with that. That
Make sure
keeps
you
it
guys.
simple.
So super important. Make sure you guys are writing this down. I do not want to have to go back and say, "Oh, well, you had all this." I don't want any oopses. A week and a half later. Okay, so so for all the rounds that you guys have listed, so 7.62, the 12.7, 12.7, the 357, 12 millimeter, and 30 millimeter autocannon. Okay, those will all be in boxes of 100, just as an FYI. Okay, so that is plus 100 plus 300 plus.
It's just going to be one line item, Sam.
Okay, so that is
Resupply.
Nice. So you guys are almost at 20,000 with just the ammo.
Okay.
Weapons. Okay, so let's go.
20,000 for the ammo.
10.
Okay.
I don't know where we're gonna get this money.
So you wanted 10 of your pistols.
But I'm not doing the negotiating, so
The fixer is fixing.
Sam has bigger fish to fry.
A catfish?
Uh-oh. No, she's cooking salmon. Where did I leave off at? Okay, so
There may be some catfishing involved.
Goodness.
Except catfishing means that there's nothing on the line. I mean, like, it's a bait and switch. And there's no bait and switching. It's just different technique.
Well, I mean,
4 imp grenades.
Margrave,
I don't know what that is.
some people have had specific units installed for that.
Why do we have to keep going back there?
Because
Full
Margrave
circle.
said it's time to start an OnlyFans.
I mean, the only downside to that is there's no global internet in Cyberpunk anymore. It's just city. It's just city internet for the most part. So the most you can ever really do is become a local celeb in that sense. Not quite as good. But can you imagine pretty much anybody in your direct neighborhood having access to that page and be like, you're out walking around and like, oh. Okay, and then your
That's why Sam wears
pistol
wigs.
grenades.
I mean,
Okay.
that's sort of why. That's not the only.
All right, so
I'm not to say
we're
the silly
almost
things I
done.
wanna
So let's go
say.
19,800. So grand total plus that plus.
I do have a question about another type of grenade when you're.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do.
No, you don't. I can wait till
No,
next game.
no. I'm going to ask about paint grenades, like a paintball grenade type of thing. It should be more common, but I don't know.
Oh, well, that wouldn't be a grenade. That's just a paint round. Paint pellet.
Yeah.
No, it's an actual grenade
Oh, okay.
listed. Yeah.
Mike still wants a grenade, by the way. Okay, so without him applying any sort of discount, you are at 46,250.
Oh my God.
That's about what I thought, actually.
Jinkies.
That's a lot of money.
Say that number again.
46,250.
There might be discounts.
I'm tapped out.
Since you are attempting to purchase so much all at once, let's
You
see.
get the bulk discount.
Yeah, so let's go.
Costco
Just
special.
gives us a punch card.
Yeah. Do we get free shipping?
I hope so.
Yeah, of course you get free. That's it. Yeah, he's going to be Amazon Prime. 2-day shipping, no problem.
If you're familiar with BattleBots, the Gary Jin version of free shipping.
Okay, so
I'm not.
here we go. So he is
It's
going
a
to shave
robot
off.
that spits fire.
Oh, nice.
So he is going to shave off 4,625, bringing your total down to 41,625.
Okay, so he reduced it by 10%.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty.
There we go.
Alrighty.
How much of that was for this job?
The ammo?
We don't have any specifics for this job. We don't actually have a job.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
Yes.
just curious. Like, are we spending more than we're going to earn?
Oh, without
Yeah.
a doubt.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Yeah. We're taking it out of our loan.
But
Yes, we are.
in fairness, nobody here has purchased ammo for their weapons in quite a while. So
Yep. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why Maury went. Yeah,
And-
I got to resupply. I knew the 30 needed it, and
I figured that my 3 boxes would be pretty much gone by now.
okay. So first, before we go any further, guys,
I have fired
ammo-
like
the
7
ammo
rounds
right
total.
considers resupply. Pure and simple. That's everyone needs ammo for their guns. You know, it's part of the job. The stuff that we spent, the 20 grand we spent for, the militia, that actually is something we have to work on. It's all going to come out of the pool, but I consider the militia a project and not part of our normal ops. And, it is what it is. This is something we all agreed to do, and we're going to be gone. So either we equip them and we agree they need to be equipped adequately to do the job, or we don't. It's just that simple.
Yeah, and
No,
we
have to.
need our own security.
Okay, so it got to start somewhere. So that's an investment. I'll be honest about it. I think we need to do it. If someone's
I
gonna
agree.
tell me-
No,
let
I
me know.
agree.
I'm gonna say no.
I mean, as long as the money's there, I'm down. But man,
Well-
you start throwing numbers around, and Brittany's brain just goes like
Are
this.
we going to have to pay more every month? Yes, we are. However, this is where we're at. This is basically where we're at. It's unfortunate, and worst comes to worst, we have stuff we can sell. Not enough to get some of the monthly payments done for 2 or 3 months if we have to. But that's just the way it is. No disagreement?
Nope.
Okay. Then, Murray would tell him, this is what I'm looking at. And he'd like for you to hold the order till tomorrow because he's waiting to hear on a job that some of that relates to. But he'll text you bright and early tomorrow morning, and all will be go.
then I will have that earmarked for you then, my friend. As soon as you let me know, I will let my people know.
Yep. And in order to make sure you understand that this is a commitment for us, Amuri is going to transfer $5,000 as a deposit on the order.
That's a very good decision. Very wise. Thank you. I appreciate your show of trust.
Nope. It has to start somewhere, and I appreciate the fact that you're willing to work with us on that, and I can reciprocate.
So his eyes kind of flash, for a second as the eddies come over to the count. He says,
And I'm
"Then
making a note.
do let me know then, and we will make arrangements to have this rather large shipment accidentally bypassed PPD."
That is always good. Thank you. It's always a pleasure doing business with you, my friend.
Okay, so with that, he shakes your hand and makes his way on out.
All righty.
Sam, you'll notice that Ghost actually looks a little bit afraid of Vossi. now that she has some of her humanity back enough to show emotions. There is a definite like she keeps an eye on him, like you would about an animal about to fucking kill you. Like she's afraid.
Are you in the med bay with?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're watching you react to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you have a history with this guy?
Yeah, that's my dog. Howling in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear her.
Yeah.
He's for the most intents and purposes, he's an ex. And he has vowed to kill me the next time he sees me. So this face definitely helps with that. I mean, he almost killed me before. I was I crawled to safety.
You're hard on exes, aren't you?
No, he was pretty much the only one. Employers, I have a lot of employers that want to take me out too. Ex-employers. Like the lady with
right, the singer.
guitar string. Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason that my call name was Owen. So.
Well, you live hard.
But yeah, no, he's not a nice guy. Just keep that in the back of your head.
Which one specifically was this?
Vasi.
Vasi. Okay.
Russian that we just made a deal with.
Yep. Oh. Okay. Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Hence why she skedaddled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
She hobbled as fast as she could hobble to the medical area. Sucks.
Well, I don't think Amori would let him get that far.
And you don't look like yourself anymore.
It's true. I don't look like me. I mean, the only thing you'd recognize is my tattoos, but I'm fully covered right now. And I just would have to make sure to do that. Like, unless he... Well, if all things work out, his goons will be running the shops, so he won't be around here. That's fingers crossed.
You could always change your tattoos.
That's a lot to ask.
But doable.
Doable. It's just a lot of them are family tattoos. So.
You mean tribal?
Yeah. It's part of my culture.
Yeah, that's something I wish I knew about.
But if they can get us the supplies we need, I guess keep your enemies close. Or closer.
How are you feeling, both of you?
Oh, like I've gotten run over like 10 times at least. It hurts.
Like I got shot in the chest.
Oh, you got chest pain too? Yeah, I got that.
This is my first.
All right.
Oh, you've never been shot before? Oh shit, we should get you a tattoo.
Nope, this is my first time.
Oh, it's good to have good friends on standby for that.
Yeah, Skulls is pulling his weight on this team. That's for sure.
I'm afraid we're gonna
medics usually do.
work him to a early grave.
Well, we'll just have to make it up to him somehow. Pay him well, or buy him flowers. I don't know.
Stool's got to get his mind off of his new equipment.
Oh yeah, you should have Doc check that out. Make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I dare you.
That's okay. Can you imagine what happens when Doc has to check it?
I'm saying I should text Skulls right now. Be like, hey, you should check Stolas. He might be a little
infected.
Oh,
Might have to make sure it's done right. You know.
Put it on upside down.
Even there.
I want to see his face. I want to see his
Yeah,
face.
you have to wait.
Somebody
You have
suggested.
wait till next game, because he doesn't. This is out of character. He doesn't watch these when he misses them because he wants his reactions to be genuine. So we need to wait until the next episode and lay this on him.
Right.
So Stolas has a special augmentation, and it's time for it to be serviced.
I seriously hope it's been installed like upside down or something.
I doubt he got much use out of it if it was installed upside down. I mean, I could see it if they got the angle wrong on the tilt or something.
Oh my god!
You brought it back up this time.
It's too much fun to have. What can I say? After
Right.
dealing with the Russians, we needed a little, risque humor. Anyhow, now that that's dealt with, we can wait for the news on the other developments. Time to go talk to Mark. And why don't you come with me, Sam?
Who's Mark?
The garage owner? Isn't that Mark?
Vanover?
Yep.
Okay.
So, and
My buddy.
yeah. So
I keep
go over and we'll
losing
talk to
people.
him.
Who'd you lose?
Kelly
Okay.
just
Kelly,
streamlined.
Kelly
Kelly's-
just
Kelly's blacked out.
Kelly.
I
Yeah.
Oh,
turned
okay.
off my
Oh, good. Okay. I'm like, God bless it. I gotta freaking relog again.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I would go. I'll come with him.
So anyhow, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to have one of my handy dandy maps of the neighborhood out with all of its red lines on it.
Okay.
And we're going to go talk to Mark and say, this is what MC13 is thinking about establishing as a local neighborhood and forming its own little militia police force to take care of the residents. And what do you think about that, Mark?
There he is. I knew I had him on here. Okay, so all right, so he's looking at that and he's all, so wait, so you're gonna arm a bunch of people and put them to task to protect the area?
Yeah.
Do any of these guys have training? Like, is there a
They
guy they're
will
gonna
when
be
we're done with
reporting
them.
to, or
They will when we're done with them.
okay. I just see a lot of red flags with this for some reason. Although I'm not opposed to the idea because everybody knows with the Harbinger's gone, it's going to be pandemonium out here anytime soon. It's a, it's a lit match that's getting closer and closer to a can of Chew-2.
We agree, which is why we're trying to do something to keep things stable because we're not always here.
Okay. Well, who's going to be the leader? Who's
Well,
gonna
for
be
the-
like the sergeant or whatever.
This has agreed to be in charge of that particular activity, and he'll be involved in their training, as will Ghost and myself. We're going to give them some light armor, shotguns, pistols, work them with training, shoot a few things in back. Going to give them smoke grenades so that if they need to bail from something, they pop a grenade and can go running back for home. Not meant for them to really fight anything, just meant to be a deterrent. There's people here that are, have the basics and
I mean, okay. I don't know. It's a whole lot of ifs right now, man. I don't know the people well enough to make that kind of a decision. I don't know. I think maybe if you're going to do something like that, maybe you should hire somebody, because isn't Vision's going to go out with you on gigs?
He will, and we may do that, but who would you go about hiring? Not one of the corporations.
Oh no, like I don't know. Go find I don't know, maybe another merc or an officer that no longer working with the force or something.
That's an excellent thought. That's
I mean,
really
sure,
good
maybe
thought.
they're washed up and they're no good for the beat, but that's a damn good better than just some random Joe with with a rifle and clothing that might not fit right.
It's an excellent thought. That's an excellent thought. Anyhow, that aside, what do you think of the borders? Includes almost all the businesses that I know about and some housing for the people that need housing. Is there something else I'm missing?
Oh, I mean, if looking at the map, he says if you're looking at the northwest corner of Thomas and was it 34th or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Pull back up. 35th. He says on your map, he says you're kind of missing the buildings that are over there. Maybe, and again, kind of spitballing here, but because it's going to be kind of necessary, why don't you just refurbish that old gas station there at that corner?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody could use some chew too.
I see. That's an excellent thought as well.
And then there's a bunch of offices that are right on the other side there that have got like nothing in them. I mean, I'm at a loss as to what to do with them, but I mean, it's room that hasn't been completely dilapidated.
Viz isn't in the room with you guys, is he?
No, I just took the politicians. This is us brainstorming with him, getting his reaction to what we're proposing, which is why I deliberately just took me and Sam.
Yep.
Excellent thoughts. What do you think, Sam?
I think that's a good idea, and if we have something across the street that will help keep the rest of the intersection a little more secure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we'll have more space to expand into for anyone else we pick up.
Yeah. Alrighty.
But the militia, I think, is still a good idea because those people need some kind of work to do.
Well, I think in the end, what we're going to do is we're probably going to mix and match. We can probably get one or two cops to come in and establish things like, their patrol, how they walk, tell them what to look for, cue them up.
I like that. And
we'll still leave this in charge, but that gives us people that are on hand, and until something happens, it's dealt with. When it gets beyond the point where they're responding to, a couple of kids or someone who comes in the car and tries shooting stuff up, it's probably time to take it up a notch. But until then, yeah, I like it. It's a good suggestion.
I think that's smart.
And then continue on in that vein, Jerome. I'd tell them that we're getting two new businesses that are coming in, and one's going to be a pawn shop, and one's going to be for refurbishing electronics.
Okay. I mean, that sounds pretty Nova to me. I mean, I would expect, though, if they're going to be, if you're bringing in some company that does refurbish of gear, we're probably going to have some scavengers floating around in the buildings nearby, trying to pull stuff in to refurbish.
I'm sure we will, which is, but it's part of the process of making this more habitable. I mean, we're going to have to.
That sounds fine to me.
Okay. I thank him for his time, and I'll leave a copy of the map there with him and tell him if he has any more thoughts, please let us know.
All right, man. I'll give it another look over.
Mm-hmm. And then, keeping that in mind, I don't know if I need to do anything similar at this point with, you said there's the 2 food trucks that keep showing up. I don't know if they're inside the area.
The food trucks.
Yeah, you said there were 2 food trucks that were showing up.
I think that was just for the party.
Yeah, it was just for the party.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was something that was.
But I did forget to tell you. It's funny that you mentioned that because I actually put it in the title of the of this particular episode. Vasi did actually bring like 2 boxes of just as a gift, and they're all they're all Scott turkey clubs.
Okay, we will hand them out when we're done with our walk around, and
it's basically the prepackaged. It's kind you would like get from a vending machine sort of thing.
Yep. Okay. So there's Mark's. I thought there was one other business that had opened up.
There was, and that was across the street on the north eastern corner, and that shop. That's the only shop that's actually here right now. That shop is it's like a clothing and resale. It's kind of like it's in essence a general store.
Okay.
And then we have the kind of like restaurants, kind of.
No restaurant food carts.
I thought we had a building that was serving food. We had places that were serving food.
You had a building that the food carts were tied to. Nobody has gotten the chance to make anything into an actual restaurant yet.
Okay.
All they did for the party was they had their food cart. One guy had an extra food cart, so he's kind of doing double duty. And then they had some like extra fold-out chairs and cheap tables around it for the party.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to pull this because we're going to cross the street, and we haven't interacted with that location. So me, Sam, and Viz are going to go for a stroll over there and check it out.
Okay.
Talk to them.
Well, the building is still mostly rubble from the firefights you guys had down here, but it's cleared up because that rubble has been repurposed for other needs. So it's like there's some bare bones of that building still there, but the 2 food cart guys are still out there. They kind of kept their tables and chairs, and since they're really the only people here that are selling food, and it is at a cross purpose for the people here to try and go into town, because they don't have any money to begin with, so they have to do stuff for like bartering and whatnot. They just kind of hang out here.
Okay.
So at any given time, and it's all open air, mind you, so it's not like super comfortable or anything, but it makes do. There's at any given time usually about 10 to 12 people here, give or take. Usually more at night. When the sun goes down, it gets a lot cooler.
Alrighty. So just make ourselves known, talk to them, get a kind of a rough feeling for what's going on there.
Sure. They both guys who are doing this, they are kind of residents of this area now. They've moved in. But they had food carts and they decided to open it up. They are getting their goods and eating them from the bins at the garbage bins at Shamrock Foods.
Oh, okay. Shamrock Foods is still in business. My brother-in-law worked there.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. And that pretty much would take care of that. I'd show them the map, show them how we're currently set up, and tell them, there's been some recommendation to take part of this side of the street in the intersection. What do they think of that?
Take it how?
Mark it off as being part of the territory that MC-13 is patrolling.
Oh, if that's the case, then, they both kind of look at each other and they thought that your territory was already bigger.
Well, there are rumors to that effect, but we're sticking to the practical side of having to control it.
Okay. That's really their only takeaway there is that they thought it was bigger. If that's what you're delineating, then their only concern is that it may not be enough.
In due time.
It's a small radius.
It is, and it's deliberately that way. And if it becomes an issue, then we'll meet with the people that want to have it expanded into their area, and we'll just talk about it. We'll be happy to discuss it.
Okay.
Alrighty. And I think that's all the social political I need to do today. And I will go and give Viz the 2 cases and say, here you go. Go have fun handing them out.
What are you
Like
handing
Christmas.
them?
The 2 cases of food the Russian dropped
Oh,
off.
got it. Okay.
Yep. Scott
So,
turkey clubs.
Nice. So I'm heading over to the. I assume these are all going to the refugee camp. Yeah. Right on. Time to go make some friends. So Viz kind of gleefully takes this stuff. He's obviously pretty happy about it because he likes this kind of thing. So
okay,
and
so
he'll
I mean,
head over
it's
to
not a
the
problem.
refugee
They will gladly scoop that up and eat
Yep.
it. It's factory sealed, so unlike some of the other food of questionable origin that floats around here at times, these are as about legit scop as you can get.
Legit scop. Isn't that like an oxymoron?
Not in the
Probably.
world, not in the world of Cyberpunk,
No, yeah.
but in real life,
Fair.
yes.
Okay.
You guys know what SCOP means, right?
No.
It's
Single
Taco
cell
Bell.
protein. Single cell
Taco Bell?
protein. Yeah.
I was just like,
Like I said, Taco Bell.
I think Taco Bell actually has 2 cells.
Taco Bell actually has more than a few cells. The problem is all but one is junk, and that one,
Exactly. right?
that one is enough to actually fool your body into thinking this is food.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
Uh,
alrighty.
Until it comes out
So-
the other end.
Viz, as he's taking the food before he heads off, he does say that he does have a thought. It's probably a future thought, but he'd like to run it by you to see what you think later at a later
Okay.
time, whatever. Yeah. And then he bounces
what?
off with the big thing of food.
Okay. Alrighty.
Did anybody have anything else? Okay. Sam, at this point, it is probably 8 at this point. Yeah, I was going to say thank you. Sam, you end up getting a call. It's like 8 p.m. at this point, and you see on the caller ID it is Syntax again.
Okay. She'll take it inside.
Okay, so you pick up, and she says, "All right, Sam, I know you just walked off again because it took you a while to answer. Did you? Can you take a moment to find a seat?
Okay.
You're probably going to want to sit down for this."
She'll just sit on the floor
Oh, okay.
if there's not a chair nearby.
Well, we'll assume that there's a chair or something you can
Okay.
reasonably sit on wherever it is you walked off to.
Table or something.
Sure.
Okay.
She says, "So remember Adrek Robotics?
Right.
So here's the kicker. That soul killer thing that happened really happened. And it didn't just get their execs, it got all of their top-notch developers.
Oh. Ouch.
Arasaka went scorched earth with them. But the problem with them going scorched earth is they didn't know about the secret project that Adrock Robotics had going on. A secret project that is apparently located somewhere here in Arizona.
Very interesting. Do you know what the project is?
I do.
Do
Would
you
you
know
like to know?
where it is?
No. Again, I'm just coming up with some details here, but I did get this. She says, now we already know that Adrak Robotics, it was like superior to Arasaka in the robotics department as of that time, a couple of years ago.
Uh-huh.
They were working on apparently a theme park with advanced robotics. And this was going to be like a big moneymaker from what I can tell.
Okay. A theme park.
That's what it's being labeled as in all of the minutia that I'm digging up so far. And keep in mind, I'm having to carefully poke around remains of Adrak robotic systems that are still up. But this thing was going to be big. We're talking potentially rivaling AI big.
So something that people could
rich people paying out the wazoo to go to.
Like for entertainment or for
entertainment, yes. That's from what I can tell, yeah. Only the rich of the rich were going to be able to do this sort of thing. And for this to pop up outside of, potentially outside of Night City, major coup.
So is it far enough along that people that are not Adrak could finish it?
I don't know. But my guess is Arasaka doesn't want anybody to find out, and they would rather have it for themselves.
Obviously, yes.
Our benefit is Arasaka isn't currently allowed in the United States, which means they don't have an official foothold here in the NUSA.
Okay.
That doesn't mean their agents aren't going to be around. It just means we're not traipsing around in their backyard.
So we find it, assess the status, and then
If
business?
If what I'm hearing is correct, and this is just me being a snoop, probably shouldn't have overheard this, but I think that they're going to bring it to me anyways. She says, I think, hold on 1 second. If I'm correct, I think that, I really should have listened to him someplace else. I think Deseret Management Company is going to try to make a move to obtain it.
The Utah people.
Yeah.
But it's in Arizona. It couldn't be moved, could it?
I don't know. I'm not finding enough details as to what this is, but let's imagine.
You don't usually move theme parks.
Right. But let's imagine, it's robotics. So let's imagine they scrap the idea of a theme park. Just what level of robotics are we talking here?
Yeah, I could see that being repurposed for
exactly
other things.
I mean, if this is half of what I think it could possibly be, this is groundbreaking. This is a big deal. And I think the only reason why Militech was poking around it was because Arasaka was poking around it. So I don't think Militech has one clue that this is sitting somewhere here in their backyard.
Okay.
And knowing you at this point, at least enough, I think you would like to take that chance to kind of jab them in the eye when they're not expecting it.
Well, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Well, this is not exactly what I expected, but
Not what I expected.
I suppose it has potential.
Well, if this goes the way I think it is, they're going to be proposing a plan, or they're going to be proposing an operation of discovery. And if your team can do it, I'll contract your team out.
Find it, get in, assess, and secure.
Right now, I don't know, but definitely get in and assess. We don't know if it's something that you'll be able to secure. We don't even know the scope of how big it is. I mean, if it's just some like little kid park that's got some, if it's just some little kids park or something that was like trying to be like a second coming of a Disneyland or something, that may only be worth it for the robotics. We don't want to secure it. We just want to pull out what we think might be useful.
Right. Okay.
I'm getting Fallout 4 Nuka-Cola vibes here.
All right. Well, I'll talk to the team. Keep me posted.
All right, well, keep your gear on standby, because if this comes through, we're gonna have to move right away.
Okay. Thanks, Sin.
Not a problem. Ching's up.
So Sam will tell the team on comms. I have an update. Still not an actual job, but more details.
And Maury's simply going to go, do I release the purchase or not?
I'll leave that up to you.
You are the boss in a way.
I'm not the boss. Don't make me the boss.
The boss of me now.
You are the one talking to the client.
Archie the fixer? What the hell?
I'm not the fixer.
I'm the fixer. However, she's talking to the client. And
Wait a minute. What? Wait, what? Okay.
Oh, no.
Sam does this to me all the time, just for the record.
I was not meant to be on the front line.
Okay, Jerome. Maury's going to listen to her equivocate and just dial up the Russian and go, put the order through. Let me know when you want the payment to come up.
Okay. He will. He's going to put the order through, and we'll let you know as soon as it's all available.
Okay.
Does she let us know what the job is the question.
I was going to if people were going to gather. I wasn't going to do it on comms.
Thank you.
He's still around.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in bed with wires.
Gather around Octavia.
Huddle in the good way.
Okay, so we'll is the jammer functional in the
You mean actually no? I'm not comfortable with turning the jammer on in the middle of the medical suite.
Okay.
Please don't.
I wasn't sure how much it would affect.
Beep 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 beep. Oh no.
I doubt Octavia's healing would be speeded up by the effects. Let me simply phrase it that way.
And I think Doc is out doing something.
Well, yeah, he has some needs he takes care of periodically. Kind of like Stolas.
Hey, I'm helping maintain positive relationships with the Quinns.
And I'm very proud of you and the way you carry out that responsibility. Sam looks at him like, what the hell did you just say?
Okay, so once they gather, Sam will relay the job so far what we know, the possibilities.
So we're not actually snagging the technology. We're just
Well,
assessing.
to be determined. I mean, as of this point, we're not scavenging the stuff, but it may need to be scavenged if it's not in any state to be useful any other way.
Also, we're the ones who get shot at first by the guard devices that no one knows anything about, but all
Right.
research facilities have.
But we're going to need you and your know-how, because I don't know anything about that tech stuff. So
You guys know it, like Visions just looks confused, and he's like, "What the hell's a amusement park?"
But Maury's going to have to think about that.
It's where corporals like to take their kids to feel even wealthier than they already are.
you know, you get on rides and play games and that sort of
Maury's
thing.
going to kind of look at you when you say get on rides, and we're not talking the same thing, are we? And he kind of looks over at Ghost and goes, "Is that what she's talking about?"
I have no idea.
So as you guys are chatting it up and talking, and of course kind of relaying it out, Wolford comes walking in, and he's just checking on Octavia at this point. He glances over at Stoltz and he says, "Damn, son, what did you eat?"
That is new. Out of package, you could say.
He says, "Are you sure you didn't get a hernia or something?"
Oh my god.
Well, with how much I'll probably be putting it to use, I might get a hernia.
He says, I think I saw something like that in a movie, like Top Secret or something. Just, that's unsightly.
You have no idea.
Adds new meaning to hung like a horse.
Looks at you.
I still need that bleach.
Put that on the shopping list.
You just
so anyways, go ahead and continue.
Based off your story.
Apologies.
So continue, Sam.
So anyway, we don't know where it is. We don't know how finished
I can just
or
girl talk.
useful it is, but she's gonna keep digging, and if once she has more details, then we need to hit it fast.
Are you telling me we're going on a treasure hunt?
Well, yeah.
We're legit
what are
searching
you
for
gonna-
treasure?
What happens if she does this before me and Ghost are travel ready?
I need at least another week.
Well,
I mean, if we want to fork Eddie's out and just go to the hospital,
it may come to that.
I'm full of nanos.
Yeah.
That's why I
It
was
may.
hoping this was going to find that nano machine in the debris pile, but it didn't pan out. So
I found one nano.
I mean, do we? They're not gonna. I mean, they wouldn't even let me go in and see Doc when he was in there.
Could you just
different when you're a
recuperate
patient.
faster?
Is there what?
Feel faster.
Yeah. Could you just recuperate faster?
I'm trying.
No, if you're a patient, they'll let you in. Eddie's for it.
Yep.
I mean, I got a little bit of the trauma team, but that's about it.
Depending on how this pans out, depends on how much money we spend. You know, that's if they want us to go, and if it's something that needs to be done, then you know.
I mean, can we even afford that?
Who knows?
It would depend.
I think the eddies are there either way when you take a look at it. Even if we go in there and there's like no prim chrome, there would still be robotics we could probably nick, collect, and resell.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's doable. The only question is, you know, how big a hammer waits on the other side, and there's no way to know until you open the door and peek inside. You know, it is what it is.
And this
We
is
all
stuff,
know that.
and this is stuff that Arasaka is wanting to get their hands on.
Yes, but it's a decade-old stuff that Arasaka is trying to get their hands on. So there'll be some degradation, depending on where it is. There'll be weather effects to take into consideration. Too many variables without knowing where. If it's buried inside a mountain, it's one thing. If it's buried underneath the desert, it's another. If it's stuck underneath the dome that no one knows about, you know, too many variables.
I mean, but if Arasaka wants it, then it's got to be something.
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, something big.
But again, if it's something that needs to be dismantled, then that means we need hands, and we need
to get a
transport.
We need to get our hands on a flatbed.
Well, you can always make arrangements for one. However, getting it to the location and back in one piece becomes an escort job.
That's what Visionite are for.
And storing it and guarding it until such
that
time as it
worked
can
out
be
so
sold.
well last time.
And we still got to go and hopefully that generator's still there. We need to snag that.
In the cars, and the two. Oh, never mind. I can't snag that anymore. Never mind.
So, but we're just supposed to go and check this place out and report back, right? I mean, they don't want us like taking anything.
Yeah, no, not this round.
Maury just kind of looks at Sam and goes, "Sure."
Unless she comes across information that says there's something specific that's worth taking, or
like
not.
The computer cores.
Yeah, so I guess my question is, this is kind of a weird job, because if they offer to pay us X and we go in there and find out there's millions or more worth of something, and we're getting paid pennies for being the ones putting our necks on the line, that's not good. On the other hand, maybe we go in there and we get paid to find nothing, right? I don't know. So it's a weird job to try and figure out what we're going to get, like what we find acceptable as far as pay goes. We're walking into the dark.
I think what we're going to end up hearing is it's a percentage.
That would work.
I think there should be a flat rate, and if there is something there, a percentage. That way we don't go out of pocket
like
all the way.
A base flat, yeah.
This is
the downside, as they would call it in wrestling. Your contract is worth X amount, but if for some reason you're unable to work, then you have a downside added to your contract.
Yeah.
Meaning, rather than not pay you at all, you're going to get paid a fraction of what you would have before.
It'll be interesting to see how it's offered, and I'm sure it's going to be structured on things that we're not going to be cognizant of. But I suspect, since we're talking robotics, somewhere there's going to be a mainframe.
Yep.
Somewhere there's going to be data, and somewhere there's going to be prototypes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
prototype hardware.
I mean, you said it was Adric, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they sue Arasaka into the ground a long time ago?
I have no clue.
I don't know. How long ago?
I don't know. I remember hearing that that's the reason that they stopped messing around, is that they got sued or something like that over a patent.
It
I
could
don't
be.
know
It
about that.
could also be why they're all dead too.
Like Saka ever takes a loss lightly.
Yeah. So
So I mean, if there's a facility there where they were producing robotics for even a theme park, I bet you that they still have some of their old spiders and centipedes around, and those could fetch a good price. So if we do have to negotiate a contract like that, we should be able to keep some of the robotics.
I don't think we're going to be able to keep robotics. They're not going to let us take anything that
That
would-
someone else would find.
Spider
Yeah.
would be
Useful.
nice to just to keep for our own.
You don't want it. Think about what you're saying. Paint a target for Arasaka. Yeah. No way that doesn't leak. I understand what everyone's saying, but truthfully, I don't want anything physical. Pay me what I think I need in eddies. Everyone's comfort. Everyone gets a hunk of change. I'm going to walk away happy without a bullseye on my back because I took something that they're going to want. Even data can be abstracted out, but you take a spider or a prototype, the whole world's going to be looking for it. No way to hide it. No way, even when you go to sell it, no way to hide it. So, yeah.
So I guess you're saying it all falls onto the fence for... I feel you.
It's really, think about it. Do we want that target on our back?
I
That's
just thought it was a neat idea. That way we could have something physical to say, suck it, Sokka.
And the warrior's going to go, I pass. I'm going to take mine and go on summer vacation. Let me know when you're done with it.
Didn't you guys get shot out of the sky
By Miltech.
by Miltech?
Not that they're going to love us. That's the other reason for not keeping anything. Because their Miltech's going to go like, why do you have something with... Yeah. Would you like to sit in our office and explain this to us? Yeah, somewhere in the basement where we can have a long, intensive conversation with you. And where did you find this?
I'd like to explain it into their face.
Yeah. So, yeah, nope. They can keep all the physical stuff. Sorry. We'll go on vacation. I'm sure I can find a coastal place that'll keep Ghost out of mischief for a couple months while you deal with it.
I mean, if you think it's bad news, we can just say it's bad news and move on.
I don't know if it is or not. All I know is we have not fared well when big hammers fell on us.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and stop for the night. We're almost a full 3 hours in. So thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Hopefully tomorrow night we will have Street Fighter. It's a little up in the air right now with our player base. Unsure, but hoping we do. If we do, it will be at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Same time this game started. And then this Saturday, we will not actually have our Vampire Blood Ties game. Some of us have got a previous engagement we're going to be going to right at that time frame.
I'm so sad.
Following games thereafter is actually going to be Friday and Saturday of next week, so the 24th and 25th. If we're still on for that, I haven't heard anything.
Oh yeah,
otherwise.
that's Thanksgiving weekend, huh?
Yeah. So
I don't think I'm doing anything.
So 24th is Vampire the Masquerade, Ashland by Night, and then the 25th is our Marvel Superheroes game, Modern Age Heroes, which has been a lot of fun. And I'm interested to see how that's going to go too. So But yeah, if nothing else, we may have a skeleton gamer on the time frame because the holiday's coming up. Don't know, but that's where our plans are right now. Stay tuned in the meantime. So thank you guys all for who tuned in and who rated us. And of course, check out our videos on Twitch if you want to catch up on anything on all the others. Of course, it's on YouTube. Links on the Twitch page. So thank you again, guys, and you have a good night. Good night.
Good night.
Take care.